There we go. I'll make it a video. That way, if you want to watch the video to like draw the picture a little bit later, if you don't get a chance to see it or something like that, maybe you're currently watching on your phone, so you can't take a picture, or I don't know, you couldn't do a screenshot or whatever. So this one is the LB plate minus pGLO, and all of this stuff on here, all of that is bacteria. So this is completely covered in a lawn of bacteria. By comparison, here's what it looks like when nothing is growing on it. So I'll go back and forth with these. So here's one with no bacteria. Nice and clear, you can see my hand through there. Here's one with bacteria. It's covered with all that crap. All that crap is bacteria. Okay, so again, LB plate minus pGLO, and it is covered in bacteria. We call it a lawn. It looks like it's probably, I don't know, 85% covered, something like that. Okay, next up. So again, across your lab at the top, there are 4 circles. Next up, we've got the other minus pGLO. That's the one I was just showing you. The other minus pGLO is minus pGLO, and what's in the agar? LB, bacteria food, and AMP, ampicillin. Now remember, ampicillin is an antibiotic. Okay, so that means that this one right here, in the agar itself, you can kind of see the yellow agar there, that layer of agar. The agar itself has bacteria food and AMP in it. And then what we put on it during lab was from the minus pGLO vial. Okay, and there's no growth. Anything that you see is just condensation. There's literally nothing on there. It's completely clean, just like it looked yesterday when we started. So that one's easy, nothing. Next up, we've got one, and I can come back and repeat any of these that you guys need me to. Next up, we've got an LB amp plate. LB amp. So that means the agar that's in there, that little yellow layer of agar, that agar has LB, that's bacteria food, and it's also got AMP, ampicillin, which is antibiotic. And then what did students put on it during lab? They put juice from the plus pGLO vial. And this one has bacteria growing on it quite a bit. So I'll kind of stand up so you can see it against my dark shirt. There are, man, if I had to estimate, 150 bacteria on there, maybe? Something like that. Here's what it looks like when it's open. You're missing the smell. Now you might be wondering, Mr. Cotton, should you be breathing that in? No, but that's how much I care about you guys and your education. I'm actually also pretty confident that the only thing that's growing on here, based on my professional assessment, is E. coli, and it's the E. coli that we grew, and E. coli isn't passed through the air. So I'm pretty confident I'm okay. So that one just has speckles all over the place. It's pretty even, and there's just speckles, little bitty colonies all over the place. Probably, again, like 150 or something. So if I'm drawing that, I'm just kind of drawing even layers of dots like all over the place. Okay, and again, any of these that you need to see again, you can ask for them in a minute. Okay, and then the last plate, again, across the top of your one pager, we're writing down the data. The last plate is another plus pGLO. So what did students put on there? Plus pGLO vial. And then what was in the agar to begin with? We've got LB, bacteria food. We have AMP, that's ampicillin, antibiotic. And we have ARA, that's arabinose. On that one, bacteria are still glowing pretty much all over it. It looks pretty similar to the one before. It maybe isn't quite covered as much. Maybe not quite, but pretty close. If the previous one has 150, this one's got to have at least 125 or something like that. So just kind of speckled everywhere. And again, the exact number that's on there doesn't matter. We're just trying to get the general idea of like this just looks like one big lawn of bacteria. I can't see individual colonies. This one has colonies everywhere, and they're pretty evenly spaced. There's a few places along the edges that are a little bit blank, but like they're pretty much evenly spaced. That's the important part. This one, they're pretty evenly spaced. That's the important part. So don't worry about like if your dots look exactly like the real thing. Okay, so now when we go and we put them up to a black light, okay, I've got one with nothing. Obviously, nothing glows. I have my LB. Be interesting to see what this looks like on the camera. I have my LB here. You're going to have to trust me that that does not glow. When I shoot it from this side, it almost looks like it does. So here's my minus pGLO LB, and there's my teeth. um, so this is not glowing. I check them all. None of them are glowing, except the one with arabinose in it. The LB amp aura is glowing. You can see that that one is green. No matter where I put it, it always looks like it's glowing. So if I compare that to any of the others, that compared to that, like that's definitely glowing green on the camera. Off camera, it's super obvious in person. Here's the one that's covered in bacteria. It's LB amp plus pGLO. It doesn't glow. But here's the one that's LB amp aura plus pGLO. It glows. You can see that it's green. And to give you an idea of what it looks like in real life, like in person, I know that you guys are real life also, is, hey, did what? You can look up at the front, like on that little cart and stuff. I have papers. Um, I don't recall seeing them though. But you can look around, like kind of anywhere in the front, any sort of papers. It's fair game to rummage through stuff. And I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes too. Okay, so let me show you a picture of like how green the green looks versus how non-green the non-green looks. So give me just a second to pull up a picture. Pics. Okay, so that's the one I want. Let me pull up this screen share for you. So this I just pulled off the internet. Um, that one on the right, that's how bright green the green ones are. Ours aren't glowing at all on the LB Amp Plus, and they shouldn't be. So in this picture where they show on the left, it looks like they're glowing some, they shouldn't be. But this one on the right, that is how bright our LB amp aura is glowing. So our plus pGLO LB amp aura is glowing like that bright of green. So it's not subtle. On the camera, you can tell that it's glowing, but like in person, like it's very obvious it's glowing green. I might even have some pictures from a previous year. Give me 1 second. See if I can find them real fast. So it'll probably take me about 20 seconds or so. Okay, here we go. If the picture will open, I can share it with you. All right. So for example, from like years past, we did this lab in the fall last year. And so here was a class. These are all LB amp auras with plus pGLO. So they all glow like bright green. And then I did a little bit of art myself. Hang on just a second, it takes a while to show up. So these are some that I made a couple years ago. It says, good luck, not that you need it, in green glowing bacteria. All right. So let me stop the record.